friends, my name is Gitansi Jain. I am a student of IAPS DVB Indore, pursuing my course MC Integrated. In this video, I will provide a complete solution of our end semester data science paper here. So, first we start from the question number 1. So, what is question number 1? Question number 1 is explain how unstructured data is transformed into a format suitable for machine learning model. Next is summarize the importance of legal classification in the context of grievance redressals. How TF-IDF or word embedding can be used to extract features from complaint text. So the solution of first question here, I will provide here. This is the solution of first question. Transformation of unstructured data for machine learning model. First is text data. So text data, how can unstructured data you transform? Tokenization, normalization, encoding, and feature extraction. Next is image data. Image data we can process with pre-processing and feature extraction. Audio video data we can transform with the help of conversion and segmentation. Next is importance of legal classification in grievance redressal system. So the importance of legal classification in grievance redressal system is first is roots complaint to the right authority. So when we create a grievance redressal system like legal classification, so each complaint is sent to the appropriate department or expert based on its topic. Next is insert quicker solution. So sending complaint directly to the expert helps resolve them faster. Next is helps identify problem patterns. So when we identify the problem, we can match with a particular IPC or BNS section here. So this is very helpful for Government of India. Next is monitors law and policies complaint. So this system helps to monitor laws and complaints with its rules and regulation. Next is how TF-IDF used for this for here. So first the importance of each word. We can calculate how important a word in this document. Common words get lower weight and rare words get higher weight here. Next is one word embedding. Word embedding also is a technique where each word convert with a vector, and also we can process and we can use the algorithm on a vectored data. Next is question number 2. So the question number 2 says that with the reference of life cycle of data science project, complete the following table of life cycle of data. So this life cycle gives in this paper, we can write uh, the objective, key details, tools and library in each phase. So let's start the description. Let's start the solution here. First is problem definition. So basically problem definition is a Problem definition means understand the problem and set its objectives. Next is tools and libraries that used for problem definition is define goals, communicate stakeholders, JIRA notation, Google Doc like this. Data collection. So data collection is a second process of data science project, gathering relevant data. It may be collect from APIs, web scraping or database. So the tools and libraries use Python, SQL and Beautiful Show. Next, data exploration and pre-processing. So the data that we collect from the relevant that we collect from the API and web scraping and database, it not useful for preparing any type of machine model, and not prepared for give any machine. So data pre-processing is the next and very most important process of cleaning the data, remove null values, understanding patterns. The libraries used here pandas, numpy, matplotlib, seaborn. Next is feature engineering. Feature engineering means extract and refine important features. So skitlearn feature tools libraries are used. Next is model selection and building. So TensorFlow, PyTorch I used here. model evaluation and model development. When we prepare model, the development of model with the help of Flask and AWS. Number Now the answer number 3 here. Write the role of text mining in automating grievance redressal system. So role of text mining is important, like classifying complaint, routing to the right department, prioritizes to identify patterns, improving response time and minority trends. Next is stops in pre-processing for unstructured data like text cleaning, lower casing, tokenization, stemming and lemmatization, stop word removal, spell correction, removing duplicate data, part of speech tagging, feature extraction and normalization. So this is the steps of pre-processing unstructured data here. Next, the question number 4, we can see this paper, like explain the concept of linear regression, how the best fit line is determined. Write the algorithm for linear regression for given input data X and Y. So here we understand what is linear regression. So linear regression, in simple word, linear regression is a method used to find a straight line relationship between two things. So one thing we want to predict, it is the output. Next, and second thing is one or most more important thing is we used to predict it input. For example, if we want to predict house prices based on size, linear regression will create a straight line that best fit the data point. This line helps us estimate house prices for any given size. So this is the use of linear regression in simple words. Next is question number 5, says that write an algorithm to create two clusters, write output of each round. So we can give the answer here. Steps for k-mean clustering. First, we choose k number of clusters. Next is initialize centroid. Randomly select two data points. In this case, we let 12 and 25. And also we can use any two data points here. Next is assign each data points to nearest centroid. In this case, we calculate the distance of our centroid point with each point. Next is update centroid. One by one we update the centroid, and next repeat step 3 and 4 until we not reach predefined number of iteration. 10 rounds in this case, like algorithm with 10 rounds. Initialize centroid 1 and centroid 1 12, centroid 2 25. So round 1, assign points to the nearest centroid, points closer to 12, points closer to 25, new centroid. Like this we create. In this process, this repetition is occur when we not get two similar points, like 6.75 in round number 3 and 19.8 in round number 3. And similar as round number 4, centroid 1 is 6.75, we stop, and centroid 2 is 19.8. We stop our algorithm process here, and this is our final centroid. So this is our final cluster, cluster 1 6.75, 4 10 2 11, and cluster 2 19.8 12 12 20 30 and 25 here. If you are not understand in my fast speed, you can also refer this Google document that will be provided on the description, and also you can see this with www.geetansijain.com teaching section data science solutions. Next is next question is, what is a k-mean clustering and hierarchical clustering? Differentiate between k-mean clustering and hierarchical clustering. So we understand here k-mean clustering. K-mean clustering works by dividing the data set into fixed number or cluster based on the mean of data points each cluster. Or hierarchical cluster is used like a tree-like structure of creating clusters. So the main difference of both clusters is, first of all, approach. K-mean clustering use partitional approach, means divide data into predefined cluster and number of cluster. Hierarchical clustering, agglomerative or divisive. Next is number of cluster, require the number of clusters to be specified before running the algorithm. And hierarchical clustering means no need to specify the number of cluster in advance. Next is algorithm type. So k-mean clustering is iterative while hierarchical clustering is recursive. Next is cluster shape. Assumes cluster to be spherical and convex, and here a distance metric used for hierarchical clustering. Consumption's cost. Faster and more efficient, especially for large data set, is used for uh, k-mean clustering, and slower is hierarchical clustering. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.